Let me say, everyone is not meant to be a solo performer. Solo performance at its best has a great story, like a great story that happens to be being told by one person. The story may not be about that person, and usually it's not, right? It's not about them in the present, it's about them in the past and what they learned from other people. That's first off. Second off, if you can't transform into another human being and capture their thought process and their subconscious, what are you doing? Go write a play, a regular multi-character, well-made play. Because solo performance is about watching a gifted actor transform into another human being. Something that in our business is a rarity. Most people are just playing themselves. Okay. So those are the two rules about solo work. The other one is narration. Within the first 15 pages of any script, we need to meet all the characters. Period. We need to meet them. And we need to meet them not by you telling us about them. We need to meet them in scenes doing something. Okay. We should have met the entire cast in the first 15 pages. Let's say I have like a 60-page script. First 5 to 10. We need to meet everybody. Done. We should have met everybody. Right. And the way in which we meet those people is they are doing something that moves the play along. Right. So the character is now 10 years old and has to learn how to get home from school by herself. So we then meet the bus driver, Mr. Williams. And Mr. Williams and the little protagonist have to get home on the bus. Right. We need to meet him for that to happen so the protagonist can grow and learn a new lesson. Right. You got the first 10, 15 pages to introduce all the characters, and they must be introduced in action. After that, you don't need no narration. And narration is explaining, it's setup, it's backstory. All of that can be accomplished in a scene with dialogue, with people trying to get something. So generally, if you must have narration, it's in the first 10 pages where we're meeting all the characters, and it's never more than 1 or 2 sentences. What do we absolutely need to know to understand what's happening in this scene? If the scene speaks for itself, skip the narration. It's far more compelling to watch the little girl get home by herself and let's go on the adventure with the little girl, changing buses and being afraid and getting help and learning how to speak up. That's much more interesting than going, well, this bus driver is going to teach her how to get home by herself so she can grow into her next stage. That's narration. Let us see her learn. So again, solo performance. Narration only happens when we absolutely need to know something about a new character that's being introduced. That's it. That's it. If we can learn that information within the context of the scene, skip it. That's the trick. Questions?